I'ma roll with the click, yeah. I'ma roll with the click. I'ma roll with the click, ooh. I keep a pole in the whip. I switch the swag with legit, and boy, you know I got the drip. These haters mad cause I'm lit. But watch your girl take a sip, bitch. I'ma roll with the click. I keep a pole in the whip. I switch the swag with legit, and boy, you know I got the drip. These haters mad cause I'm lit. But watch your girl take a sip. I'm trapping on the low, that's how it goes. Moved up out the hood, bitch, I had to find my nose. Moved to the other side, house saying adios. Niggas out here getting mad, they try to do the most. I hit you with this phone, I turn you to a ghost. These niggas talking jokes, talking about he tryna roast. I pull up on the side, I'm stacking chips, I'm getting close. These niggas out here told you from the jump, don't come approach. For real, I'm trapping in the field. My niggas out here thugging, but I gotta keep the steel. Hey, fuck how niggas feel, this shit done got way too real. Bitch, I'ma roll with the clip. I keep a pole and do it. I switch the swag with legit, and boy, you know I got the trip. These haters mad cause I'm lit. But watch your girl take a sip, bitch, I'ma roll with the clip. I keep a pole and do it. I switch the swag with legit, and boy, you know I got the trip. These haters mad cause I'm lit. But watch your girl take a sip. I'm trapping in and out, man, I gotta hit these routes. I know these niggas looking, bitch, ain't clearing up no clout. Them hoes that used to hate me, now she sit back and she pout. I'm out here in these streets and I ain't worrying about a thing. I'm out here for real, without a deal. My niggas trapping, bitch, I'm still up in the field. Had to keep it real, cause that shit got really real. You feel me, you feel me. I'm trapping on the low, my niggas out here thugging, but I gotta keep the steel. Hey, fuck how niggas feel, this shit done got way too real. Bitch, I'ma roll with the click. I keep a pole and do it. I switch the swag with legit, and boy, you know I got the drip. These haters mad cause I'm lit. But watch your girl take a sip, bitch, I'ma roll with the click. I keep a pole and do it. I switch the swag with legit, and boy, you know I got the drip. These haters mad cause I'm lit. But watch your girl take a sip. It's that Lauderdale top, Lauderdale bop. Pull up on your block, niggas say they gon' pop. Ooh, pull up in that drop, ooh, nigga in that new coupe. Pull up, nigga, baby blue, thinking that he new stoop. Out here for real, without a deal. My niggas thuggin', bitch, I'm still up in the field. Had to keep it real, cause that shit got really real. You feel me, you feel me. I'm trapping on the low, my niggas out here thuggin', but I gotta keep the steel. Hey, fuck how niggas feel, this shit done gotten way too real. I'ma roll with the click, I keep a pole and do it. I switch the swag with the jig, and boy, you know I got the drip. These haters mad cause I'm lit. But watch your girl take a sip, bitch, I'ma roll with the click. I keep a pole and do it. I switch the swag with the jig, and boy, you know I got the drip. These haters mad cause I'm lit. But watch your girl take a sip.
Do we need men?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
No?
We don't need short men.
Do you need a man?
No.
Do you need a man?
Oh, God.
Do you need a man?
No.
All right. Welcome to episode 2. I am your host, Mr. Unknown, aka The Angriest. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And as you heard that clip in the beginning, and that's the topic of today's discussion, let's hear that again.
Do we need men?
What the fuck?
Do we need men?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
No?
We don't need short men.
Do you need a man?
No.
Need a
Man going around asking women, do they need men? And that seems to be the sentiment as of late for the past few decades, it seems, especially, with the introduction of the feminist movement. Women feeling that they don't need men. Do we have any supporters in the building? Again, I said women feeling like they don't need men. What is going on here? What is really going on? Why is it more and more every single day women feel like they don't need men? I, as a man, can say I need a woman. I love women. I desire women. I desire to be with a woman. So why is it when the tables are turned, women feel like they don't need men? We'll see why that is. Let's start with some facts here now, shall we? It has to begin with the woman movement, that feminist movement, which created a lot of controversy and negative connotations when it came to that. Don't believe me? Let's read some things. It says, while the feminist activism has led to significant societal changes, it has also been criticized for potentially causing unintended negative consequences. Some argue that the movement's focus on gender equality has led to a devaluation of traditional family structures and gender roles, resulting in a loss of societal stability. Others argue that the movement's emphasis on individual rights has created a more hostile and less supportive environment for men. Let's delve into that a little bit deeper. Why is something that was supposed to be so great for women in society have so much negative connotations to it? Could it be that the fact that this feminine movement that sparked some level of equality and independence had led women astray, thinking that they no longer need men in the household or men to do anything, which is a lie, because you still need men or men's DNA to procreate if that's one of your goals. And we need to procreate to make the world continue running, lest society fall. And you might hear that a lot in this podcast or these series of podcasts, lest society fall, because a lot of things that we are doing nowadays is causing the destruction of society. The system is causing the destruction of society. These thoughts are causing the destruction of society. Search for gender equality, but yet when it comes to equality, women still expect men to be men and play a man role in many relationships. So if you expect a man to be the man in the relationship, why shouldn't men expect you to be a woman? When did that stop? When did women stop being women? Why do women nowadays feel like they need a high value man and they bring nothing to the table? A lot of these women that are go on these shows talking about they need a high value man bring nothing to the table. And it comes from other women that put that in their mind. They're independent, they make money. Good for you. So if you make money, how come you can't spend your money? If you're in a relationship and you're making money as a woman, you should feel comfortable spending your money to help that relationship too. If you're really talking about equality, but yet you expect to make your money and have the man spend his money, not only on himself, but on you and on everything else. Does that seem equal? So why are you expecting the man to continue being a man and doing what men do when you can't even be a woman? You are failing to be a woman and you're failing society. You have forgotten your role and what it means to be a woman. Remember back in the days when our mothers would work hard. I don't know about some of you guys, but we might have grown up in a single mother household and we've watched our mother break her back to provide for her family without complaining. She was tired, she was struggling, but she still found a way to make ends meet. My mother worked her job endlessly to put food on the table. She worked overtime, meaning that it will take away time from spending with her children, but she knew that she had to provide. She worked hard enough to get her own home and maintain that home, paying her mortgage while putting food on the table and working overtime on a regular basis when she could. My grandmother came to this country without a dime in her pocket and still found a way to make ends meet. She worked 2 jobs, cleaning buildings, taking care of her children, still found a way to buy a home, maintain that home. So why is it now that these women nowadays can't even do one job correctly? They complain, they whinge, they whine, they bitch about doing one job correctly. Some women don't even have the responsibility that our ancestors had. Does that make them real women nowadays? Does that make them truly independent? Some women can't maintain steady income. They can't maintain a job. And if you leave them to provide, they can't do that properly either. They can't provide for themselves, let alone a family. They're always complaining about, I need, I need, I need. I want and I need. I want and I need. A lot of wants and needs with no real solutions. Then they turn around and look for a man for help. They turn around and look at a man for help, yet they're independent. And let's not talk about the lack of submission or even bring up the word submission now, because when you bring up the word submission, they automatically think of slaves. And that's not what that word means, at least not to me. It means understanding that we have implied roles. And if you look at me as a man in the relationship to lead, then you should be willing to follow. If I have to go out there as the man in a relationship, working 2, 3 jobs at times to provide for us as a family, you should be willing to follow my lead. Allow me as a man to be a man. Sometimes when we come home, we just would like to relax, have food on the table. We don't want to have arguments. As men, we can all agree. If we're out there struggling, why would we want to come home to a headache? But some women don't see it that way. They always make it about themselves. Me, 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 me. Never thinking about us, 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 us. And that's the problem. That has become a big problem in society today. The wants and the needs of individual instead of the wants and the needs of the collective. A lot of women think of themselves first and foremost, and even only, not thinking about the collective, the family unit and structure. Let's think about it. If your woman is supposed to be a help to you, a support to you, why have so many women become burdens? And why are there so many single women right now? Why are there so many single mother households right now? Let's look at the statistics. We can see here in 2023, there were significantly more single mother households than father households, right? More single mother households than single father households in the US. There were approximately 7.3 million single mother households compared to the 2.5 single father households. This stat tells me that not only are there more single mother households, it seems like the single father households are less because men stay in relationships longer than women. They tolerate more than women nowadays. They deal with more than women nowadays. They're more relationship oriented nowadays. It seems like the men desire the relationships more than the women because the women say that they don't need a man. They can be independent and do it all on their own. But yet that independence can only take you but so far, especially on the salaries that we're making. So it's better to stay together and be together in a home structure than be single Let's look at another stat here. The average income or the median income in the United States is $48,000, with males making that, and then the females making $32,500. How much independence can you get with $32,000? Not much. But yet these women want to be independent so bad because the feminist movement says that they can be. They can be equal, but the pay structure is not even equal. They go around saying they don't need a man, but it shows that you might need a man to even become middle class. Let's look at the average middle class. We're going to look at California when it comes to middle class because California has the highest cost of living, or one of the highest cost of living. And it says in California, middle class income range from 63,000 to 191,000. 63,000 to 191,000. And that's middle class. So if the average income for individuals in this country is earned by males at 48,000 and women at 32,000, that means combined they would just be above the lowest tier of middle class income. So tell me again how women don't need men. Tell me how independent you can be, because the numbers show that we need each other. But for some reason, women nowadays have got it in their minds that they don't need men. They don't need to listen to no one. They can do whatever they want at any time they want with no consequences. $32,000 says that you can't, especially not with this economy. What home will you be getting making $32,000? What home will a man be getting making $48,000? Where? For the people that live in California, for the people that live in New York and other higher cost of living states, you're not getting any type of home, not at that salary. There's not enough homes for people that make that much money. But yet, again, you guys say you don't need a man. Well, we need you, and we need you to understand that. We need you to allow us to be men. I don't know why you feel like you should be a burden and not a blessing. Some of you guys aren't even lovable. You're not likable. A lot of you have made yourself leavable. And this is what's going on in this country today. There is an agenda for us to hate each other. There is an agenda for us not to be in love and not be together because we are weaker separated. We're stronger together. We grow the country together, but they don't want that. So they push this agenda on us to tell us that we don't need each other. And the ones that have bit the hardest are women. Thank you, feminist movement. You have done a great job, apparently. Let's look at another stat. It says a study found that 32% of single women are very happy with being single. Really? 32% of single women are happy being single. I find that hard to believe. I don't think that they're happy being single. I think that they're content because they understand that they can't find anyone. And why is that? Because they push and push people away. I don't need a man. I don't need a man. I make my own money. I hope you're making more than $32,000. I hope those 32% of that study are making well over $70,000. I hope they're making well over six figures because they're going to need every single penny to survive on their own. And let's hope that none of them are even single mothers because they're going to need even more. Children are not cheap, very expensive. Have you seen the cost of diapers? If you're feeding your children formula, have you seen the cost of formula or anything else? These children are not cheap. They're very expensive. So for those single mothers, that 7.3 single mother households, I hope that they're making a lot of money, more than that $32,000. And government assistance is not going to help you but so much. Yet For some reason, women continue to say, I don't need a man.
Who I'm dating now, who is a very, very successful, high level man. However, I remember when I met him, it was around in the pandemic. My friend was like, why are you cooking for him? Why are you cleaning for him? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? You don't have to be doing that. You shouldn't know. He need to be showing you. And I remember like recently he had a conversation with me and he said, Jasmine, if you would have came here and you would have been like all the rest of these women just want to take and take me out and do this. He was like, I would have sent your ass, and he don't even cuss, but he was like, I would have sent your ass where you came from.
The point that you just made shows the level of disrespect and disdain so many women have for men. They don't want to have to doing anything for a man is offensive.
Yes, for sure.
And I'm like, why is that winning, ladies? Why is you sitting back saying, I ain't gonna cook, I ain't gonna clean, I ain't gonna do nothing, and you're waiting to die by yourself? Why is that classified as winning?
I've seen this attitude held by a lot of women. A lot of women nowadays that I've encountered have that sentiment of, I don't need to cook, or they don't cook, they don't clean, they don't do anything but expect the world given to them. Why? Because you're offering some vagina every now and then? Your vagina doesn't clean the dirty dishes. Your vagina does not clean the home. Your vagina might give birth to children, but it doesn't take care of the children. Your vagina does nothing of value after childbirth because it's not going to maintain a home. So why does many women out there think like that? Why do they think that they don't need to do anything more than supply a piece of vagina and they should be given the world? They deserve the utmost appreciation. They need to be honored. And for some of you women out there that relish and love Mother's Day and all kinds of stuff like that, it's a regular day. You're a mother every day. You should be appreciated every day as a mother. You know who shows you the most appreciation? That child that comes, gives you love, that depends on you. That should be appreciation enough. Why place so much value on paganism? Why do you expect a man to go out there, if you are with a man, because, you know, again, 7.3 million single mother households. But why would you expect a man or anyone to acknowledge you for doing what God blessed you with, which is to be a mother? You've already received the ultimate appreciation of being a mother from those children that depend on you. They appreciate everything you've done, especially if you rear them to be good people. And if you're with a man who is helping to take care of those children or that household, shouldn't that be appreciation enough? But yet, we're always brainwashed, desensitized to think that we deserve more than what we're given, to the point we don't appreciate what we have. It's a sickening disease that we are facing every single day. And it's sad for women to think that way, because then they turn around thinking that way and making men their enemy when we should be their partners, their companions, and their strength. It's a vicious cycle of hatred that we have amongst each other. Women truly have learned to hate men because of this feminist movement. They talk about equality, but yet they don't understand the implied gender roles. Men cannot do what women do, and women cannot do what men do in many aspects, nor should they desire to. I, as a man, should not desire to want to give birth to a child. That's not my role. I, as a man, should not desire for a woman to go out there and want to go build a house or do any type of hard manual labor out in the field. But yet, by me saying this, it's become taboo because society has made it normal, or is trying to normalize these reversals of roles. And they're trying to normalize these gender swapping, but that's something I cannot normalize, not in my household. Women have to learn to be soft again. Men have to learn to be loving again. Women have to understand that men are not their enemies, nor should we become their enemies or be painted as such. Why is it that even when a woman or anyone needs public assistance, in a lot of places, the men can't be in the home? The average income does not support the fact that men shouldn't be in the home because we're not making enough. So we should get public assistance as a family if needed. But a lot of places and states, they don't want the men in the home. So again, they're pushing that single mother, be independent, get the man out and we'll help you. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, but yet we don't see it that way. We don't see that this is a detriment to us as a people. They are killing us slowly and we are allowing it. Let's look at another clip.
4 ways women lose a good man and how you can avoid it. Pay attention. Let's get into it, ladies. Men, correct me if I'm wrong. Taking them for granted. A man been so good to you for so long, you no longer see the value in them, the value in how they treat you. Not communicating well or effectively, like expecting men to read our minds and getting mad when they can't. Being dismissive about how you make him feel or being overly defensive in response to how he feels. Basically, not liking being held accountable for your actions and how you've made that man feel. Last but not least, being selfish and unwilling to compromise.
I've seen a lot of lack of accountability. I've seen a lot of invalidation of feelings. I've seen a lot of devaluation of men. I've seen it, and it's sickening. It grinds my gears because why is it that these men are being devalued in their household? Why are they being taken for granted? It's that implied role, right? Women feel that, oh, he's a man, he's supposed to do that. So you have those expectations to the point that you start belittling and devaluing what he's doing as a man. But yet, if he has expectations of you and he wants you to do what you're supposed to do as a woman, you take offense. It's a double standard, and it's also hypocrisy. You cannot expect a man to do what he's supposed to do and believe that he shouldn't have those same expectations of you and what you're supposed to do, and then argue with him about what you're supposed to do, what he feels you're supposed to do. We're a team. If you're a stay-at-home mother, it's only right that you take care of the home wholly, especially if you expect the man to go out and take care of the home physically, bring home the bread, pay the mortgage, pay the bills, fix things that need to be fixing, go outside, do yard work, do all these things. So why can't he expect the same of you? Why can't he expect the same thing of you? It's a superior complex. I don't know what and who made you guys feel inferior to the point that you want to overcompensate your superiority complex on men, but it's not right and it's not fair. There's no way in heck that you should feel that you have to do nothing while the man does everything, or you can get away with doing the bare minimum. A man shouldn't have to accept your excuses as to why you can't do certain things, because you would not accept his excuses as to why he can't do certain things. If a man could not provide, you wouldn't accept that as an excuse. You would leave. So if you can't do the same, should he leave too? He'd be wrong if he left. He'd be the villain if he left. You expect more of the man than you are willing to do yourself, and that has become the problem. We should be a team, not enemies, not combatants, a team. And every member on the team should know their role. If you're the point guard, be the point guard. If I'm the center, let me be the center. You can't play big man. It's that simple. If I'm the quarterback, you're the receiver. Continue to catch the ball while I throw it. Don't come one day and say, hey, let me now start throwing the ball and you catch it. Or even worse, you throw the ball and then you run and catch it. I'll be on the sidelines. It doesn't work that way, and it should never work that way. Feminism has created this dynamic between men and women, and it's a false dynamic because now it has led into this disease where women feel that they don't have to do anything and deserve everything. You have to work for your bread. If I go in the field and share the crop, get the wheat, mill it, and bring it home, you should be willing to bake the bread so we can all eat. I have done my part. All we ask is that you do yours and understand the value of time. Respect each other's time. A man needs time. If he's out there working hard to provide, he does need time to unwind, and vice versa. If you've been home working hard for the children and with the children or whatever, or just to take care of the home, you do need your time too. But the first thing shouldn't be that you're at each other's throats. We want different things. We as men value our time, and if we're giving you our time, we're giving you our love.
You learn how to make your man like you and desire what you want, which is love. All right, equate how you feel about your vagina to how we feel about our time and our space. You understand? What we have to do to get pussy, the things we have to do. Now, I can't fuck you against your will. You got a desire to want to fuck me. If I fuck you against your will, that's rape. Now, if I'm on the phone and I say, look, I gotta go, and you say, well, you gotta go, I wanna talk to you some more, you are raping my time. You are taking something from me. No means no, bitch. I said I gotta go.
Rest in peace to the late, great Patrice O'Neal. He brought up a very valuable point, a very good point. Time is something we don't have a lot of. It's something we cannot get back. So if we're investing time into each other, we should respect each other's time. If you want my love, if you desire my love and affection, respect my time. Understand that if I am investing my time in you in this relationship, I'm already showing you love. No need to overcomplicate things. I have invested this time to make this relationship work. I invest my time to go out and work to make sure that this household functions. You should do the same. Take the time to understand and adjust. You don't need anything more from us. We've given you everything, and we'll continue to give you everything if you give us what we need, which is the love and respect, the ability to lead and be men. If you want a strong man, allow us to be strong men. Why are you allowing society to dictate how our relationship works? We are not weak by nature. You turn around and beat us down and drag us through the mud and belittle us and make us become weak because you feel that society has a say-so in our household. You feel that without us, you can go out and do it on your own. This is asinine thinking. It's thinking backwards. Instead of building, you're destroying and tearing down. Let us come together collectively and make things work together. We all have roles to play. Let us play them. We are all actors in this scene of life. This movie that we call life, we are all actors. We need to play those roles and play them accordingly.
Here's the best relationship in the world is when the woman loves you and the man likes her. So if I like you and you love me, that's perfection. Because I like is like when, that's when he's happy to see you and happy to hear you and you doing things that don't disrespect the happen. You lie about liking sports and you do all kind of things. I know that sounds like ridiculous, but I'll put it in vaginal terms for you. Because I see the faces like, huh? And then guys go, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, but guys do. I speak fluent dude, man. I understand how we are. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, ladies, how many times has it been a guy in your life, or guys where there's been men in your life who want to sleep with you, but you didn't want to sleep with him? Zillions, you can't count it. So what that means, there's a philosophy there, meaning you are sexable. He wants to sleep with you, but just because you are sexable don't mean I'm sexable, right? Same thing with love. Just because I'm lovable doesn't mean that you're lovable too.
Just because I'm lovable, just because I've done things to make you love me, doesn't mean that you've done the same to make me love you. We need to make sure that we're doing the things to make us love each other. If we're not doing that, we're failing each other. If we're not doing that, we're failing society. If we're not doing that, we're failing our future generations, especially for those who have kids out there. If you cannot show them an example of love, they won't know how to love in the future. If all you guys do is argue, fight, and fuss, that's what they'll do when they get older with their significant others. If you teach your children to be in a single household, that's all they'll know when they grow up. And if you have daughters and you continuously put out there this, I don't need a man, then when they grow up, they'll have the same mentality, saying, I don't need a man. And they'll reject every single man that comes to them. And if they continue to reject every man that comes to them, they might be single for the rest of their lives. And if they're single for the rest of their lives, they might not have children. If they don't have children, there's no more generations to come. We are creating a vicious cycle of loneliness. It all started with this feminist mentality, I don't need a man mentality. It is weakening us as a race of people. It is tearing down households. It is teaching our women to belittle men. It is teaching our men to be weak. This is a problem, and we need to wake up. Get out of that mentality. Stop allowing these women to belittle you, men. Women, stop belittling men. Stop telling men you don't need them. And then turn around and then say you need them. You're creating confusion. And stop thinking that you're a Proverbs 31 woman. I've seen this a lot on the internet. Proverbs 31 woman, a virtuous woman. Do you actually understand what it means to be a Proverbs 31 woman? Let's go into some verses, shall we? Proverbs 31, the capable wife. How hard is it to find a capable wife? She is worth more than jewels. Her husband puts his confidence in her, and he will never be poor. Not too many men can say that they're putting their confidence in their woman nowadays. If you go on the internet, you will see that not only are these women saying that they don't need a man, some women can't even be faithful to the men that they have. Someone slides in their DM they find attractive, they're out there risking it all for a man that doesn't want them for nothing more than what they have between their legs, because that's what they made valuable, is that thing between their legs. Not any other type of skills, but that thing between their legs. And a man who presents himself to be a high value man, they think they hit the lotto or the jackpot, but he's using you. And then you turn around and say, men ain't shit. But you made yourself not shit by not being a woman of virtue. Let's continue on. As long as she lives, she does him good and never harm. As long as she lives, she does her man good and not harm, not belittle, not chastise, not argue all the time with, not tell them what they're doing wrong. They're uplifting their men. They're holding themselves accountable as women. How many of you women are saying that you could do that now? You expect the world, but you bring nothing. She keeps herself busy making wool and linen cloth. She brings home food from out the way places as merchant ships do. She gets up before daylight to prepare food for her family and to tell her servant woman what to do. Let's look at those parts before. She keeps herself busy by making clothing, not only for herself, but for her family. You should understand that. She brings food home. So this virtuous woman was bringing food home as well. She gets up before daylight to prepare food for her family. Half of you women stay in bed until whatever time of the day, and then you get up, order something from Uber Eats or DoorDash, or throw something in the microwave from the night before or whatever, and you call that feeding not only yourself, but your families if you have one. This woman is going up out of the way to get food, right? She's getting up to make food early in the morning, and she's going to get the food from out of the way for her family because she loves her family. She understands that that's what she needs to do for her family. If she's doing this, why can't you if you claim to be such a virtuous woman? She looks at land and buys it. And with money she has earned, she plants a vineyard. She is a hard worker, strong and industrious. We're talking about equality. This is equal right there. This is what teaches you equality, not that feminist crap. This is equality. If you want to be an equal woman, then you can get up and be a boss. This woman is a boss in her household. She's hardworking for her family. She's industrious for her family. She looks for things that will provide for her family as well. She doesn't just look to her man to do so. She knows the value of everything she makes and works late into the night. She spins her own thread and weaves her own clove. She is generous to the poor and needy. She doesn't worry when it snows because her family has warm clothing. She makes bedspreads and wears cloth of fine purple linen. Her husband is well known, one of the leading citizens. She makes clothes and belts and sells them to merchants. She has a job too. She knows her job. Her husband is well known to the citizens because the citizens know that he has such an amazing woman. This is a virtuous woman here. She works hard for her family. She makes clothes and still sells them. She's an entrepreneur and she still finds time to take care of her family. That's a hardworking woman. She's playing many roles, and some of you can't even play one role correctly. She's doing many roles correctly. She is strong and respected and not afraid of the future. She speaks with a gentle wisdom. She is always busy and looks after her family's needs. She keeps herself busy by looking after her family needs. She makes sure that they don't need anything. That means her children are fed and clothed, taken care of, well educated. Her children show their appreciation and her husband praises her. He says, "Many women are good wives, but you are the best of them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty disappears, but a woman who honors the Lord shall be praised. Give her credit for all she does. She deserves the respect of everyone." These are the values of a virtuous woman. A woman who possesses these values deserves the respect of everyone. Not that internet thotty kulati who's out there shaking her bum and opening her gap for the world to see to make a few shillings. Not the one that's shaking her butt on Instagram so she can send people to her OnlyFans link. That is not a virtuous woman. Not the woman who's on the internet openly saying she doesn't need a man. That's not a virtuous woman. Not the woman who is there saying that she needs a high value man to provide everything while she does nothing. That is not a virtuous woman. This is the value of a virtuous woman. She is worth more than golds and jewels. She is the most precious thing in the world. Ladies, if you want to be a virtuous woman, if you want to be an equal woman, if you want to be a desired woman, I say start using things like Proverbs 31 as your moral compass, not this feminist bullcrap, because it's doing nothing but rotting your brains and helping you destroy households. Even if you're a single woman with that mentality and you bring this mentality to your friends who are in relationships, you are helping destroy that household. You are an agent of chaos and destruction. You are leading the world into despair. You bring nothing good to the table. You destroyed everything. We need more virtuous women out there, for real. Not these play virtuous women who just go on their social media says, Proverbs 31 woman, and have not read a line of Proverbs 31 in their life. It's clear and it's obvious. It shows through their actions. This is ridiculous, man. But we'll be moving on to our next segment. And you know, it's that time. It's time. It's time for the Goofy of the Week. All right, man. And this week's Goofy is a good one. But this week's Goofy is related to the topic. And it's none other than Mary Wollstonecraft, who is seen as the founder or a founder of the feminist movement. She had that book, you know, A Vindication of the Rights of Women, and it led to where we are today. Mary Wollstonecraft is a goofy in more ways than one, as she helped to spearhead a movement that is leading to the destruction of many households. If it wasn't for her and many others like her, homes would be more intact today. It is my humble opinion that it's because of her and people like her, welfare exists the way it does, public assistance exists the way it does, where it encourages women to push men out the homes. It is because of people like her that the feminist movement has become what it is today. And it's putting the wool over people's eyes. We have songs like Bills, Bills, Bills by Destiny's Child, where they're saying, can you pay my bills? Pay my telephone bills. And then in the next breath, they have the independent woman songs. Which one is it, women? Do you want to be independent or do you want someone to pay your bills? Oh, I get it. You want to be independently dependent. You want someone to pay your bills, but to leave you alone so you can be independent. How does that work? You're talking about equality, but yet you want to be the only ones that's receiving some type of equality because you don't want men to be equal to you in many regards. And men shouldn't be equal to women in many regards. We are men and women for a reason. We have different functions. We were programmed differently. We were designed differently. So why would you want to be equal? You want equal pay. Okay, let's give them equal pay. Let's all make $48,000 a year. That still won't allow us to do much in this country. We will still be struggling unless we come together collectively as a unit. If we made that 48,000 into 96,000 together, we'd be better off. Even if it was the 48 and the 32, and we combine that together, we'd be better off. This movement has destroyed many households. The woman who's making below poverty level income is encouraged to keep men out her home to get public assistance that keeps her below the poverty level income. Have you seen public assistance lately? A woman with 2 kids will get $40-something in food stamps a month. What can she buy with $40-something a month in food stamps? If she's making no money or little to no money, she needs all the help that she can get. But if a man came in that home and they're still living under middle class level, they can no longer get that public assistance. Where's the equality in that? There is no equality. It's only destruction. We are being failed on all sides. Let's not fail each other. And we need to stop doing that. First and foremost, by not pushing this agenda of, I don't need a man. Ladies, stop putting that out there. You need men and we need you. We need to be a team to combat what's ahead. We are being attacked. We are being misled and mistreated. Let's not mistreat each other. Let us find common ground. And it all starts with stopping this gender role swapping. Let the men be the men. Let the women be the women. Let's understand what our roles are and let's play our roles the right way. I don't need a woman to prove how much of a man she is. And I'm sure women don't want men to show how much of a woman he is. It's a put off. And it all can be stemmed back to people like Mary Wollstonecraft and her counterparts to spark this way of thinking, which led to where we are today. So for that, Mary Wollstonecraft and the people just like her are the goofies of the week, with her being the biggest goofy. People, we need to do better. We need to understand each other better. Women, we need you to wake up. Stop pushing this agenda. We all need each other. The only way a household can function properly is if we understand who we are within that household and on that team. That's the only way we win the championship. That will be the only way we win in life. And that is something that you need to think about, because if you don't, we are doomed. But hey, what do I know? I'm just an angry man doing a little podcast here. But as they say, from here and there, to and fro, that's just how the game goes. And we're out of here. See you at the next episode, guys. And thank you for joining us today.
Hey, let me talk to him real quick. Hey, look.
Good job, Jabari.
Can't go to the left, can't go to the right. All we know is up, so you know my future bright. These words that I recite, I'm not trying to be polite. These niggas Twitter tight, but we don't believe the hype. Bitch, I'm down the slide, put that dick up in your life. I got murder on my mind, niggas talking homicide. Bitch, I'm with my slime, and you know we certified. And we bona fide, so don't you try, that's just how the game goes. Yeah, you sliding with your cable, but we ain't saving these hoes. Nah, that's just how the game goes. Hey, tell them, that's just how the game goes. Yeah, you sliding with your cable, still ain't saving these hoes. Nah, that's just how the game goes. Hey, we tell them, look, okay, move it to the left, baby, move it to the right. Do that thing, oh, baby, show me what it's like. She ain't gonna tell, baby, she just wanna ride. She done got so wet, baby, let me see you slide. Make it clap, shawty work that back, baby, go get the strap. Tell 'em to spit up, why you do it like that? Make it clap, shawty work that back, baby, stash, stash, Lord. I tell 'em, that's just how the game goes. Yeah, you sliding with your cable, but we ain't saving these hoes. Nah, that's just how the game goes. Hey, tell 'em, that's just how the game goes. Yeah, you sliding with your cable, still ain't saving these hoes. Nah, that's just how the game goes. Haters out here talking, tripping, we can't let it slide. That pressure get applied, I'm just telling you my life. I'm about to get the bag and now they keep hitting my line. But everything is good and I'm still hitting that decline. Fuck all your emojis, I be ghosting, no reply. Reminiscing in my feelings, wanna see my sister smile. My mama lost a child, I've been holding this shit inside. But now we glowing global, so I'm vocally inspired. Got the sack, R&B and trap, run it up, baby. Oh, you know with no rats. That's just how the game goes. Yeah, you sliding with your cable, but we ain't saving the hoes. No, that's just how the game goes. Hey, tell 'em, that's just how the game goes. You sliding with your cable, still ain't saving the hoes. No, that's just how the game goes.